Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Feel Good senior session. This is suitable to anyone that fancies a low impact workout, mainly based on a chair, but I will also give you standing options as well. So anyone elderly, less mobile, vulnerable, this is for you to help you during these challenging times, especially if you're in the UK. I am streaming on my Instagram, my Facebook, my YouTube channel, and on Zoom. I can see lots of you this morning. I have my laptop right here so that I can see you all. So thank you for sharing your videos. I feel like we're part of a virtual feel-good community, and I hope this workout helps you physically as well as mentally during COVID. If you are in lockdown, my stair snacking, I will keep reminding you, because if you're in the UK and the weather is very cold at the moment, if you don't feel like going out, please try and at least keep some movement through your day. Use my YouTube channel. There's over nearly 50, I think, workouts saved there from March onwards with my lovely mother-in-law, who unfortunately is still not able to join us this week, but I'm planning to stream her in next week. Because of the current situation, we're keeping extremely careful at the moment. So YouTube is there. I have lots of exercise snacks on my Instagram for any of you that are more able. And do some stair snacking. That means going up and down your stairs in the comfort of your home without going out in the cold. Maybe 3 flights of stairs 3 times a day, before or after your meals. After meals, walking movement really helps to control your blood sugar levels, especially those with diabetes or even normal diabetes. And just a little bit of research provided by my mum, Kumacha, who is on Zoom, so I can see you, Mummy. Lovely to see you. She provided me with some amazing research that she read. I like to give the reason behind why we are exercising. We know that it makes us feel great. It's going to boost your mood. So remember your mood before and after exercise. It's going to help us reduce and prevent so many chronic illnesses. But my mum has also done some research for me, and there are T cells. They're the killer cells that kill viruses in our bodies, and they're produced by the thymus gland, which is in our neck, and this thymus gland shrinks as we age. So to keep this important gland functioning, it's protected by a hormone called interleukin, and this hormone is only produced by your muscles. And that's the only way to get it, not by an injection, not by a magic pill or potion. So we need to keep our muscles strong and stay active and exercise, do physical activity to keep our immune system strong and our immune defense strong. And that is just so important. And I love this research that my mum explained to me this week that she'd found probably about a year ago. But I'm always about the science behind exercise, just like the science behind food in her book, Feel Good with Food, which is an amazing recipe book, all vegetarian, that you can find on my website. But things like this are going to help us through. So think doing it as well. And we do need to boost our immune defense system right now in this pandemic. So I really hope that helps. We are going to start. So get comfortable. If you're on Zoom, there's lots of you. Please share your cameras. All you will need today is some safe household objects. If you're adding weight, if you're new to it, just use your body weight for beginners. If you have one of these lovely cheap resistance bands, or a pair of old tights, as I always say, during these home workouts, be ideal. So stretch, or I see a lot of you on Zoom using your shawls or scarves even, that's fine. And I want to start today's work with a lovely feel-good hug. We are all missing our loved ones, especially in lockdown. It's going to be a challenging time. So let's send our loved ones, take this workout to someone that you're missing. Open out your arms, take a nice positive breath in, breathe in, and then hug your arms around you, wrap them around, give yourself or send this hug to someone that you are missing, thinking of. I've got a few people in my mind. I can see my mum on Zoom, and I'm really bringing my chin to chest. I'm trying to open out the vertebra by creating a C shape, almost like a seated cat-cow. So now let's do that again. Let's open out. Focus on your breath. Nice big breath in. Inhale and exhale. Wrapping those arms around us. This is a nice way to warm up our spine. I will show you standing as well. If anyone wants to try it standing, we can really open out and arch our back. Lift through. Get a lovely stretch all the way down the front body. And then exhale, round. So I'm tucking my pelvis under, I'm creating that lovely curve in my back, hugging my arms, missing the power of a hug. But that is my feel-good hug from me to you as well. So I hope that just brings a smile to our faces, because we want to enjoy exercise more than anything. So let's start with some shoulder shrugs as well. As I always say, we're trying to prevent this kyphosis, the rounding of our spine, and we are all susceptible. Even me, when I'm working at a desk all day, or whether you're cooking, looking after your children, or sitting with screens or TV watching. So let's bring our shoulders up towards our ears, bring them slightly back, and then release them down. Ideally, this is the position I would love you all to be in. And from that position, let's bring them back up to our ears. Inhale, and then exhale. Just let everything go. Inhale, so we're doing shoulder shrugs, and exhale. Feel free to really let go on that exhale. Inhale, exhale, get rid of any tension, stress, any built-up anxiety, which is very common right now. Let's do one more shoulder shrug here, bringing them up to your ears, and then release, let it all go. We can also add our arms into that, warm up, and our mobility. So I'm here, I'm bringing my ears, my shoulders up towards my ears again. Inhale, and then exhale. Just let the arms flop down as well. Let's try that again. Lifting up, breathing in, and exhale. Lovely. One more here. I hope these make you feel like you're releasing any stress, any tension. So important, and we're helping our body kick in with a parasympathetic nervous system, which calms us down by focusing on our breath as we exercise. If you have a resistance band, let's use that now. If you don't, you can do all these movements without any equipment, so don't worry. If you've got one, you know the closer you hold it, the harder it is. And you can make it easy to begin with by holding it further apart. We're going to do my lovely shoulder flossing. Breathing in, you go round and back as far as you can go, whether that's with straight arms or with your arms slightly bent. Whatever you can do, we're trying to get both sides nice and even and balanced. So if you can't go all the way around, just do what your body allows today. We're breathing in, exhale as you come up and over, breathing in again, and exhale as you come back to the front. Some of you on Zoom, I can see, are standing. So if you're able to stand, just keep your knees soft, your stomach muscles sucked in this whole workout. Belly button is drawn into your spine. We are going to try a few standing for whoever wants to stand. Keep going, nice shoulder mobility here, the full range of movement for our lovely shoulders, that ball and socket joint. Do what you can. You should start feeling a slight sort of burning sensation, which is the lactic acid in the muscle groups, as we use this resistance. So if it feels too easy, just move your hands closer together. Lovely on Zoom. Everyone's looking great. Keep going for me. We're going to do 2 more. This is a daily exercise I would love to prescribe to everyone working from home, anyone sitting for too long, which is extremely common right now, and it's going to help open out these lovely shoulder joints, give them some movement and relax. Well done. We will do the same with the resistance band now. We're going to open out and across our bodies, like a nice opening from this hand to the other. Exhale, inhale. If you can, keep your arms in front of you. That's harder. If they get tired, you can drop them down. Point. We're breathing out, lengthening and opening. Inhale, exhale. Lovely. I can see lots of you using scarves. Whatever you've got, even if you don't have a resistance band, you can just open out that lovely part, that stretch there, and you can make it nice and difficult as you progress. So each a little bit, maybe move your hands closer together so the band is harder to work with. 2 more. Breathe out. Inhale. Last one. Extend out. And inhale. Excellent work. Can you feel those arms? Yeah? Everyone on Zoom, can you feel a little bit there? Even if you just have 5 minutes, go on my YouTube and play the first 10 minutes of a workout. You could do that as a little exercise snack for me if you're just feeling a little bit tight and you need a little bit of a release. So we are going to now bring now our bands or our arms forward. If you don't have a band, that's fine. You're going to pretend you have one. Keep it quite loose. We're going to first try and bring this elbow back and round like a bow and arrow, and then coming forward. So if I'm facing the front, that elbow's up to shoulder height, is coming back and round and coming in. Now you should feel a really big squeeze in the middle of your back, yeah? So we're training those muscles. We're bringing that elbow back and round and release. Can you feel this? This is another great one for those working from home. So if you have children in your homes that are working from home, you can show them some of these exercises that you have learned. I think they'll be quite impressed. Breathe out, exhale, inhale. So if you were doing it without a band, you would just pretend nice bow and arrow, and I'm squeezing these shoulder blades back and together and releasing. Exhale, squeeze, lovely. And you can add a little hold, so we could squeeze back, hold there and release. One more, squeeze it back and round, well done, and release. Only 3 exercises. I can already feel my upper body nicely, little bit of lactic acid already. For circulation, especially, I know we have global participants in this FeelGood community. In the UK, it is freezing, I admit, it is very cold. Even if it's cold, if you can wrap up and get outdoors just for some natural light for our mental health, a walk, a nice brisk walk will get you nice and warm. But for circulation, and my fingers and toes are always freezing, we're going to add in some nice circles of our wrists. So we're going to bring in some nice rotation here, nice big circles. And then, as I always challenge the brain to help prevent things like Alzheimer's and dementia, we want to keep our brains fit as well. We can try and add in some ankle circles. Now, as I lift my leg, I have to use all these muscles to keep my leg up. So squeeze and think about those upper thigh muscles, those quadriceps, and also try and add these wrist circles and relax. Let's change sides, maybe change direction with the wrist. And then when you're ready, you're going to try and coordinate, get your brain working as well. And we're going to circle out. Well done. Wrists, give them some nice rotation. Lovely. And relax. Lovely. We're going to do a little bit of extension to lengthen our spine and our hamstrings. So we're going to bring one leg forward. I'm flexing my toes towards me. So again, straight away, I want you to think about using all the muscles in your leg. And we're just going to go down and we're going to scoop up. What are we scooping up? Ideally not ice cream. Maybe some nice porridge or Greek yogurt or whatever your favorite breakfast is. Something nice and comforting and warming and healthy. Breathing in, so we're scooping our hands towards down our leg, towards your ankle. You're bringing your chest towards your thigh. One more, and I think of ice cream because of my son Sahil. He said these are what they call ice cream scoops when they're warming up for football or PE. So let's try the other side. You could do this standing, but it takes a bit of balance. I'll show you for those that are more able. You can bring that leg in front of you. Keep a bend to support you in the other leg. Just see how this feels. Bringing your body down and lengthening up. So you may need to support yourself. Keep your chair near you. In case you lose balance, so hold your stomach muscles in. That's going to keep us balanced. One more and relax. You should feel a lovely stretch all the way down the backs of the legs. And I feel nice and warm. And that's why we do this first section of the warm-up. It's so important to get the muscles, the synovial fluid around the joints, nice and lubricated and ready to go. So we're going to start with our strength training. Again, if you're beginners, you don't need to use any weights, any dumbbells or safe plastic objects that you have. If you have some lovely tins, I would suggest going light first, especially with the exercise we're going to start, which is going to be, and again, we're bringing our shoulders in scapula set and back and down in that perfect position like we did at the beginning. And we're going to bring in some lateral raises with our arms. So our palms facing down, you breathe out, exhale, inhale. Now, as I lift, really think about all the muscles that I'm trying to work. This mind over muscle connection. Good. So we're bringing in these lat raises. As you get to about 10 of these, that's the aim, you should start feeling it. Maybe a few. If it's light, you can always add a little bit, maybe a plastic water bottle or a water bottle filled with some rice or something safe and available in your household. And then to challenge our brains even more, so we've done one set of 10, we're now going to add in our heel raises. So I'm lifting my heels off. We can do single or double. As I lift my heels, I want to squeeze these calf muscles. These are going to help strengthen the lower parts of the leg. So again, challenging our brain. Let's get the brain working as well. It's going to help with our cognitive function, especially dementia, Alzheimer's. All of that is going to really help keep our brain active. So let's Lift up, exhale, squeeze those and back down. And you can just go up with fairly straight arms. You can have a slight bend in the elbows if you wish, but straight arms to shoulder height, lifting those heels. Inhale, replace. Breathe out. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale. Now, even though I'm going very light compared to what I would normally use, it doesn't matter. You could add more repetitions, but I'm really focusing on squeezing, contracting these muscles that I want to keep strong. And just as I said at the beginning, we need to keep them strong. It's going to help our immune defense, keeping that strong, our immune system. Last three, everyone. Well done on Zoom. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, replace. Lovely. Keep going. And can you do one more? You obviously rest when you need to. And relax. Lovely. We've got multiple videos on Zoom here today. I'm so pleased. It's great to see even single men, some are couples. It doesn't matter what age you are, whether you're alone or with someone, part of a community, we're all together. So you can practice that one. Actually do one more, sorry, so we'll keep the same weight. We'll do another little variation where we're going to bring the arms forward this time to shoulder height and back down. So let's add in the heel raises again. If you can, lift those heels and replace. Good. And shoulders are back, chest is lifted. Breathe out and release. Lovely. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Good. Last couple, let's do 4. Release it down. Well done. 3. I'm looking at Zoom. So happy to see all of you. 2. Great work. Last one. Lift and squeeze and relax. If that was easy, next week add a little bit more weight, maybe something a little bit heavier. We're now going to do a bicep curl with our leg extension. And as I said, as you lift a leg off your foot off the ground, I want you to think about using these muscles that support our knees. All of these muscles are linked. So we're going to get these strong. You can do these when you're just watching TV for too long. Lift up and really try and tighten. Can you feel these muscles working? So think about this movement first. We're going to exhale, lift and release. Good. And then we're going to add in our bicep curl to keep this part of our arms, this front section is our bicep, nice and strong. We're going to keep our elbows tucked in and we're going to lengthen and curl up. Whenever you hold any weight, I don't want your wrists to bend. I'd like you to keep them straight, so your wrist is always straight to your forearm. Whatever weight you lift, because we don't want to put any pressure on your wrists, and they will get stronger the more we do. So grab your light weights to start, and we're going to add in our leg extension. Exhale, curl up and release down. So try and keep your elbows down here and glued to your sides, your shoulders back, and then we're just curling these weights towards our shoulders and down. I'll show you from the side. We're exhaling, lift the leg, good, and release. Can you feel these muscles working? Really tighten them as you curl and release. Well done. Let's do a few more. We're trying to get to about 10 of each exercise, and you can always watch it back on YouTube. Press pause, add another setting to challenge yourself. When you do this for homework, I've got so many workouts on there. There's even some just 15-minute ones that we did at the beginning in April with my mother-in-law too. Good, keep going. Last one, squeeze and curl. Lift that leg and relax. Well done. So this gets us nice and ready for our sit and stand, which is such an important movement. I would say the most important for our lower body. And as I always say, I'm going to give you a few options today. So we're going to do either using your chair. If you have any hand rests, you can use them. If you're not able to get up yourself, even just trying to lift just a little bit with the support of your chair and coming slowly down. And we're all going to do that to start. Activate these leg muscles. Exhale, inhale. Now keep your legs, your feet nice and wide. So you've got good support. The weight stays in my heels, at the back towards my heels, and my knees are always going out in line with my toes, so they're in that direction. They are in, yeah? So we want to protect our knees, and this is like a precursor to a normal squat that obviously I would do in my other workouts. But let's try just to activate here. So we've got our feet nice and wide, knees always in the same direction. We're going to come up a little bit, exhale, inhale. Now I can see lots of you on Zoom that are able to come up all the way up. If you are, we're squeezing all these muscles in, our core is nice and tight, and then either without support, or if you need support, you hold the chair. You're going to come up to the standing. Exhale, squeeze everything. Inhale, let's replace. So it's harder to obviously have no support and keep your hands maybe in a nice prayer position as we do the first set. Just body weight. Inhale. And here it's strength training. This is using your body weight as resistance. And we're really working all our lower muscles. We're keeping our stomachs nice and tight. Exhale, squeeze the glutes at the top. Inhale, release. Good. Can we do a few more? Coming up. Well done. If you just come up a little bit, that's fine. Last 3. Breathe out. Exhale and lift. Well done. Inhale, release. Good. And last 2. Squeezing up. Excellent work. All the way down. And let's come up. And let's slow the way down. Slow, 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 slow. The slower you go, the harder it is. Because I know we all want to come up and just sit back down. But let's try and come up and go. Last one, go nice and slow. Controlled. That's harder and is keeping your muscles under tension for longer. Now, there's a few ways we can progress. We can add in some weight. So you could just grab whatever weight you have, even those tins, and hold them in front of your chest like a goblet position. So we can add in some weight here. Let's do another set when you're ready. You should feel nice and warm now. You are burning fat but building lean muscle at the same time, yeah? So it is very effective strength training, and it's going to be great to help osteoporosis. Sarcopenia is keeping our bones and muscles strong, yeah? So are we ready? Let's try and go up, maybe with some weight. If you're not ready, just do the same as the first set. Slow it down, good. Coming all the way up. Exhale, this is adding weight, not just your body weight, so you're progressing. And it's all about progressing each time you do a workout, whether it's that one extra repetition, whether it's adding a little bit more weight, Maybe taking a little bit less rest. Good, lovely. Can you feel it? Are you squeezing everything? Glutes, thighs, core. Inhale, keep it all nice and squeezed and tucked in. Good. Last, let's do 3 more. And I'm going to show you a slide for anyone that wants to progress today. 2 lovely work on Zoom. Well done. Great. And last one. Exhale, squeeze up and release. Well done. Great work. Everyone on Zoom, can you feel that? Yeah, do you feel like you're getting a little bit stronger each time? I will talk to you all at the end on Zoom, but for now, I hope you felt that. Now, there's also another option that I showed you a few weeks ago. If anyone is more able, this is another version where you could use the back of your chair or your sofa or something that's slightly high, and we can do the same thing, but we can do a sort of squat now from a standing position. If you can't do this, please stay at level 1 or 2. All we're going to do now is use the chair, and I'm keeping my knees safe. The knees go over the toes. Can you see? I don't want this. I want the weight to stay in my heels, and I sit back and down so my knees are behind my toes and I squeeze up. So this is like a assisted squat. So we're standing, coming back and down and squeezing up. The whole time, my weight is in my heels. I don't want these knees coming forwards, yeah? I don't want them coming forward. I can't emphasize that enough. And I'd like you to imagine you're sitting back and down on an imaginary chair and then squeezing up. And the knees always stay out. Same direction as your toes, squeezing up. So let's try that. A lot of you are trying this on Zoom. Just give it a go. If you feel any discomfort or anything, rest or try the easier level. Let's do 2 more and squeeze up. Good. And last one. And squeezing up. When we do this, we've got to really squeeze, contract all our muscles, and our core, our stomach, is going to keep us balanced and strong. So this is a squat with the chair back, yeah? We're doing quite a lot of different squats today. We're going to do one last version where we're going to go back to the chair. And as I love awarding you all a nice trophy for attending today, this virtual workout, we're going to use the weight. If you don't want to use weight, that's fine. But we're going to use this weight and we're going to add in a shoulder press as we stand up, which is going to help us for those functional movements. If we're trying to put something on a shelf, we're going to use all these muscles. So if you can, you're going to join me coming up and then bringing your arms up. Exhale, inhale, bringing that weight and your body slowly back down. Do what you can. You can stick to the first level, and if you progress maybe even each week, I've shown you 3 or 4 options today. Breathe out, lift that lovely trophy up in the air. Well done. Good. Lifting up. This is a nice full body movement now. We've got the shoulder press. We've got the squat movement. Breathe out. Lift up. Are you squeezing those leg muscles? Can you feel it in your arms? You don't even have to use a weight. You can just lift up. You've got to use your core to keep you balanced. So keep your belly button sucked in towards your spine. Lovely. Let's do 2 more. I'm getting nice and warm. Great work. And last one, lifting up, squeeze up, and relax. Great work today. Well done, well done. So, just another one, using our chair. If you can't do this standing, we're going to use our hips. We could try and just do this seated. What you're trying to do is use the hip muscles. So we're trying to add. Now, with your chair, I would like you to just use it as a support. So on the side, you're going to just come to a nice standing position if you can. Otherwise, stay seated. We're going to move these weights out of the way. We're done with those today. Hold your core in. So you can do this seated or standing. This leg is going to take your body weight. So this is going to get strong. And we're going to just start by doing some small circles. I want you to focus on this hip, how that feels. Can it go maybe a little bit bigger? You're breathing round. I'm keeping my body nice and still. So I'm trying not to lean or move. I want you to keep it nice and still. The only thing moving is actually this leg, and it's making this hip, this ball and socket joint, do the work. And we hear a lot about hip replacements. Relax, we did about 10 there. You should feel it on this supporting leg. So you can just shake out your legs. We're going to go the other way. When we are sitting too much, everything gets tight. Our hips, our lower back, our glutes, it can travel up your spine. Our necks, we're all rounded, so we want to make sure we're looking after and giving these hips some love. So let's try the other way. You could be small circles here, and because we've got the chair to support us, you're still using your core, but I want you to really focus on this movement. Even maybe place your hand where your hip is, and feel it. 3, breathe through it. 2, nice deep breaths, and 1. And you should feel this single leg balance is going to help any imbalances as well. So we're out now. So come round to the other part of your chair. Obviously, don't move your furniture if you're not able to. You could just use anything to support, maybe the top of your table even. So let's start. This leg is going to take the weight. We're going to do 10 circles. I'm pointing my toes. I've got a nice straight leg, and I'm trying not to move anything else. I'm trying to keep nice and straight and still. Let's do 5, good. 4, well done everyone. 3, go as big as you can go. 2, and 1. You may feel that each week you can get a little bit bigger. It feels a little bit easier. Let's try and do 10, last 10, the other direction. So coming round and across, nice and straight. I could literally take this arm away over time and have to use my core to keep balance, keep going. 3, we've got the chair there for support. 2, breathing through, and last 1. I hope you felt that. And the option obviously there was to also do it seated. Yeah, we could have done it just sitting here. Now, today we're going to do cardio. So we're going to use our lungs, our aerobic capacity, respiratory system. We're doing that after strength training. So let's see what you've got left in your tank today. And we're going to do our lovely star jumps because you are all stars for joining. You could do these seated or standing. So we can come round, out and in. I demonstrated these on Sky News. So I thought of all of you on that as well. You could go slow, you could go fast, you could go even double leg. And anyone, I can see some of you are able to stand. Great on Zoom. If you want to, you can do them standing. So again, there's no jumping. We're going to go for another 20 seconds because some of you have already started. You can go a little bit faster to challenge yourself, or take it nice and slow at your own pace. Last 10 seconds. Try and give yourself a big clap for joining in today. Good. On the chair or standing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Very good. Yes, give yourselves a clap and smile. That's the main thing. I hope your mood is lifted. I hope you're enjoying exercising. So we're now going to add in our boxing, which again I did show on Sky News. I love a bit of boxing, especially when it's a stressful time like this. We want to just get rid of all of our tension, our stresses, get it all out here. So we're punching nice strong punches. I love seeing you all boxing. And we're going to add in our high knees. So here again, we're using our hips to lift that leg up. And we're going to try and combine it. Some of you have already started. So keep boxing for me. That's amazing. Keep going. I'm going to take a little picture of those of you that have got your lovely cameras on Zoom, because this is so lovely to see you all boxing with me this morning. Great work. Do 10 more seconds for me. Just boxing out any stress, negativity, tension. 5, good. 4, lift those knees. 3, excellent work. 2, and 1. Amazing. Brilliant, brilliant. It just shows you can exercise from anywhere in your home. Some of you are in your living rooms, your kitchens. It doesn't matter how we look. Just come on these sessions, exercise to feel good physically and mentally. Do you feel nice and warm? Yes? So we're going to try one last set. We're going to go across the body. Now, to make it harder, anyone that's been doing my workouts since March or April, you can always add in some tins. I know I see a lot of the men. I think it's Sulu uncle, and I think we've also got brother and uncle here today. Some of you are using some weights, so even ladies, grab some a little bit harder. That's great. So we're going across body. Let's go for one last set of boxing today. Punching out any negativity. Keep going. Last few. Come on, we could do this while we're watching TV at night. Just do a few exercises and think of me. Lovely. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. So you should all know about snacking on exercise. My exercise snacks. That literally means maybe picking just 3 or 4 of your favorite exercises of today, and maybe doing just 5 minutes in between anything you're doing in the day, little short bouts of movement. Every single minute over the age of 65 counts. And any movement, whatever age, I think counts. So just try and keep moving. We're going to do one last exercise before our stretch. We're going to do a little bit of swimming because I think it's so lovely just to take us somewhere away from all of this, somewhere you love, maybe a holiday, somewhere that you've been swimming, maybe in the sea or in a swimming pool, anywhere that you can visualize. Close your eyes. We're going to add in some final leg heel raises. So we're lifting up, using our calves. We're going to do some nice breaststroke I'm going to pretend I am in an ocean like the Bahamas. Maybe some of you are back in Kenya, Mombasa Beach, wherever you feel like. Close your eyes, imagine the sunshine on our backs. Use those arms, breathe through, lovely deep breaths. This is a little bit slower, so you're bringing your heart rate down. An active cool down. 3 more big strokes. 2, imagine that lovely ocean. And 1, lovely. I pray one day soon we will all be able to fulfill that dream again. But this is the power. You can just visualize and pretend that you're there, and it still makes you feel good. I mean, it brought back a few memories there. So I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to do some stretching now. If you can stay seated only, you're going to lengthen your legs out. Otherwise, we're going to use the back of our chair. We can come standing. So there's 2 options. We're going to lengthen our legs out, and we're just going to forward fold, where we're going to try and reach our hands, relaxing our head, neck and shoulders, maybe even just to your shins or your legs. You're going to stay and hold there. I'm going to show you a slightly different stretch today, just for anyone that does feel like maybe using their tabletop or their kitchen island or even the back of their chair, something that won't move. You're going to move your legs back, and we're going to try it and come into a nice 90-degree bend. So I've got my arms nice and straight. My legs feel a lovely stretch all the way down the backs of the legs. And my head and shoulders are coming straight through in a nice straight position. So my whole back has got a lovely, lovely deep stretch. And I want you to just focus on whether you're seated or standing. 3 deep breaths to calm the body, bring the heart rate down. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. You're going to slowly come up to standing or roll up your spine if you're seated. We'll do the last few, just seated. Well done on Zoom. Did you like that stretch? Thumbs up if anyone tried that. It's quite a nice one. Again, show anyone working from home that stretch, because they can do that. Switch off their Zoom and quickly do a nice stretch like that. It releases everything out from your arms all the way down your back to the backs of your leg. We're going to do a nice seated side bend. So we're going to breathe in here, lengthen out, and reach up and over. Look at that hand maybe. Give me a little wave. Feel a lovely stretch all the way down the sides of our bodies. Great work. And release. Good. One more. Up and over. Nice positive breath in. Reaching up and round. Good. Feel that lovely stretch all the way down. I hope your heart rate has come down. Breathing to relax the body and the mind. Good. We're going to do a little bit of a shoulder stretch because we worked our upper body quite hard today at the beginning. We're going to bring one arm across and then link the other hand either above the elbow or below the elbow. I'm drawing this arm towards my body. Relax your shoulders down so your shoulders are away from your ears, and you should feel lovely stretch from the back all the way around the top part of your spine, your shoulders, your deltoids. I'm looking over that direction so I get a nice neck stretch as well. Holding here for 2 more big breaths in. 1 more and relax. Lovely. And let's do the same again on the other side. Just bringing that arm across and over. I can look over in that direction now. Another lovely stretch. Good. 2 and 1. Well done. We're going to finish with our lovely feel-good finish. I hope you feel good physically and mentally. We're going to take a nice, big, positive inhale, breathing in lots of positivity, lengthening those arms up. Exhale any negativity, stress, anxiety, all away. Good. Let's do one more. Last big positive stretch, reaching up. Inhale. Hands meet at the top this time. Down to your amazing heart center. Namaste, as we would say, and thank you so much for joining. This will be saved on my YouTube channel. I'm going to say goodbye to Instagram and Facebook quickly, then I'm going to come and say hello on Zoom. Everything's saved on YouTube. Please get your loved ones to join. I have a seniors WhatsApp group to help with communications. There's a free newsletter on my website, feelgoodwithlavina.com. And if you join that newsletter, it's completely free. You'll get the link to the seniors WhatsApp group. So please share that with your loved ones. I want to help as many people as I possibly can. I'm going to say goodbye to Facebook.